I have been trying to reach you. Why aren't you picking up your calls?
It's Monday. You know how busy I get on Mondays? What's so important that you won't stop ringing my phone, though?
Your mom just turned up on our doorstep with a whole lot of luggage. She's saying she's going to be staying with us.
Oh, so that's it? That's what's so important? Come on, Aubrey.
You were expecting your mom and you didn't say anything about it?
It escaped my mind. I'm only human and this happens to everyone. Just set her up in the guest bedroom and make sure she eats properly so she can have her rest.
How long does she intend to stay with us? With all that luggage she brought, I don't think she's planning to leave in a couple days.
That's right. Mom will be living with us from now on.
What? I can't believe you would take such a big decision without talking to me about it. You know she doesn't like me a bit.
That's what you think. Besides, she's just lonely and I'm the only one she has. Why would she live alone when she can stay here?
Alone? But your younger brother stays with her and her grandkids visit often. I have no problem if your mom wants to stay with us, but she doesn't treat me right and you never say or do anything about it. The last time she visited, I lost a lot of weight and I became so depressed. I'm actually worried and frightened right now.
That's all in your head.
OMG, why don't you ever believe me when I tell you stuff? Can you at least tell Mom to be nice this time around? Please, I'm asking you.
My mom is nice. She's a great woman. This is about you, not my mom. So fix it yourself. I really need to get back to work now. Be nice to my mom.
Evan, I have been crying for the past 30 minutes.
Did you watch a sad movie? That's the only time you cry.
No, it's your mom.
Oh, come on. My mom made you cry? How's that even possible?
Can you talk to her for me? She keeps saying horrible things to me without considering my feelings. It hurts so much.
What happened this time?
She knows just how hard I've been trying to conceive. So far, all the test results have shown that there is nothing wrong with me. I have been taking fertility drugs and doing everything the doctor asked me to do. Yet your mom won't stop blaming me.
She did that? Are you sure?
You mean that suggesting I purposely didn't want to conceive is open to interpretation? You know how much I want kids.
Come on, she would never say something like that. I think you misheard her.
Misheard? How can you say that, Evan? Ever since she came to live with us, I've been enduring constant bullying and harassment from her.
I don't think those are the right words to use. She's just trying to be supportive because she loves you. Aubrey, she doesn't go easy on me sometimes, too.
So, has she ever told you that you would never amount to anything?
What? She would never do that.
Well, that's what she told me last night. This is starting to affect my mental health. Can you talk to her for me? Please?
Just give her some time, Aubrey. You know she's in a new environment and all, so it might be a bit upsetting for her. That's all.
You're making excuses for her. Why won't you just talk to your mother?
You know what? Fine. I'll talk to her. Are you happy now?
Thank you. You left home pretty early this morning. I told you I wanted to talk to you before you went to work, but you left before I woke up.
Unlike you, Aubrey, I don't have the time to sit on my butt all day doing nothing. I have work. The bills won't pay themselves, will they?
Why would you say that? If I remember correctly, you didn't want me working. You asked me to quit my job and become a full-time housewife.
Well, now you have the time to disturb me when I'm trying to earn a living. Shouldn't you be doing the chores or something?
Ever since your mother came back, I've been seeing your true colors. Do you know how traumatizing it is to endure harsh treatments from your mother and also be getting the same from you? Why are you doing this to me, Evan?
I'm not doing anything to you. You're the one hurting yourself.
Have you spoken to your mother as I asked? It's been 4 days now.
Well, about that, I'm yet to do so.
OMG, why haven't you? I am not sure how much of it I can take anymore. I really need you to come through for me, Evan.
You're just trying to make my mom look bad. After all, I saw both of you last night in the dining area and nothing looked out of place.
You were across the room with your headphones on. You didn't hear the things she was saying to me. She's really messing with my mental health. I can't keep up with this life, Evan.
What do you mean you can't keep up? Do you want me to chase my mom out of the house? What exactly is your endgame here, Aubrey? Are you trying to come between me and my mother? You keep blowing everything out of proportion. My mom loves you. You know it. Yes, she might be a little harsh sometimes, but what mother isn't? You should be on your knees thanking her profusely and instead of finding faults in everything she does every damn time.
Are you really saying all this?
You're my wife, I would never lie to you.
Now I know where you stand. Good morning, Hilda. Are you awake?
It's 9 a.m., silly. Of course I am awake. Besides, you are just next door, so why are you texting me? That's so rude and lazy.
I have been trying to talk to you in person for some days. I just haven't found the courage yet. So, I've decided to text you instead.
I am not sure I want to waste my time talking to a jobless housewife with no kids.
That's really harsh. This is supposed to be a peaceful conversation. Please don't push me to the wall. I just want to make a request. Can you just stop treating me so harshly? I just want to make peace with you. How would you feel if you had a daughter and she gets treated this way?
What do you mean, if I had a daughter? You know I don't. Are you actually mocking me? Jeez, this stupid girl grew some guts overnight. You know what? You have crossed a line, and I'm about to show you hell. Want a piece of advice? Leave this house because I'm about to make it unbearable for you.
Evan, how could you?
What is it this time? You've become so troublesome lately.
This morning, right in front of you, your mother slapped me and you did nothing.
What was I supposed to do, slap her back?
I didn't say you should slap her back, but you could have talked to her. All you did was sit on that couch and watch everything happen. I went into our room afterward and you just left for work without coming to check on me. I cried myself to sleep, and I just woke up about 10 minutes ago.
There was nothing I could do, believe me. Besides, you told her to her face that she was bullying you. That's like calling her a bully. So, what were you expecting me to do after you had said that?
She went too far by pouring water all over my head. This morning is the first time I ever raised my voice at her. I am dying inside, and you won't even see it.
Dying inside? You're taking this too far. Mom said it was a mistake. Why won't you just believe her? Why are you so hard-hearted? It's a busy day at work. I really have to go now.
You are going to lose me if you keep this up.
You make me laugh. You have no job. How would you survive without me? I have to go now. Talk to you later. Aubrey, you awake yet?
Yeah, what is it?
Please, can last night not repeat itself?
Last night?
You were being such a crybaby and it seriously affected my sleep. You know how much I need my sleep. Did you have to be so selfish? Now I'm finding it so difficult to be productive at work.
Oh, so you heard me crying last night and you pretended like you were fast asleep? You didn't care to know why? Even this morning, you didn't bother to ask me, and you just left for work like that.
The world doesn't revolve around you, Aubrey.
You're pushing me to the wall. You know that, right? Have you even looked at me lately? Because of you and your mother, I've lost weight, I barely sleep. I have just skin on my bones.
You're doing it again, exaggerating things. You need to stop doing this.
You'll never change. I can't believe I didn't see this part of you until now.
You know, everything that's happening to you is your fault. You're just being so uncooperative and it's ruining everything.
So, I should just be bullied and take it all like that?
Nobody is bullying you. Mom has a lot to teach you. Stop being so stubborn. Do you know how many mother-in-laws would take their time to teach you as my mother is doing?
Your mother insults, humiliates, and hits me. Is that what you call teaching?
Everything is just happening up there in your head. Yeah, I know she hit you a few days ago, but you caused it. She's an elderly woman, so respect her. Be patient with her and we'll all be good.
I can see that talking to you about this is getting me nowhere.
I have to get back to work. Just don't cry again tonight, okay? I hate it when my sleep is messed with.
We'll see how this goes.
Aubrey, I've been calling you for hours. Pick up your damn phone. Aubrey, are you ignoring me on purpose?
What is it?
Where'd you keep your phone? I was trying to reach you.
Well, I'm here now.
My mom told me she's yet to eat. Why haven't you prepared a meal for her? Do you want her to starve?
Your mother can make her own meals. I'm not her servant.
What do you mean?
I'm done being treated like dirt by you two. And I'll never do anything for either of you ever again. My main focus now will be to take care of myself and get rid of all that negativity around me. Starting with you and your mom.
Just stop all this, okay? Stop clamoring for attention and prepare something for her to eat.
Attention? LOL, I am past that now. I've spoken to my lawyer already. You should be getting the divorce papers soon.
Divorce?
I am surprised you didn't see that coming after the excruciating pain and terror you and your mom subjected me to. What do you take me for? A pushover?
You didn't really contact the lawyer, did you?
Of course I did. Also, you and your mom need to start looking for a new place to live, because I'm kicking you both out of my house.
What do you mean, your house? It's our house. You can't kick me out.
I bought it before I even met you. You moved into my house. How can you forget that?
Just stop this already.
You have 2 weeks to leave.
Come on, Aubrey. Just hold on. Aubrey! Babe, how are you doing?
Don't call me babe, Evan. Why haven't you moved out yet?
I don't have anywhere else to go.
That's a lie. I know your mother found a place.
That's a slum and you know it. I can't live there.
It's none of my business. If by the end of today your things are not out of my house, I'll throw them out.
Aubrey, I'm sorry, okay? My mother mistreated you and I didn't do enough to stop it. But we don't have to part ways. I need you.
Oh, you do? What did you do when I needed you? You didn't believe in me nor stand up for me. You called me all sorts of names. Evan, you really hurt me, and no amount of sorry can change that. I need to do this for myself. It's over.
I messed up, okay? Please don't do this. I can't cope without you.
Just as my pleas didn't mean anything to you then, your apologies hold no weight now. We've already started the divorce proceedings, so we shouldn't be talking to each other. Also, I don't want to see you in my house by the end of today.
Oh, hold on, Aubrey. Let's talk about this. Aubrey!
The divorce took 6 grueling months, but I was happy when it was all done. I focused on building my life and being a better version of myself. I also started a business, and it's been thriving. Evan and his mom moved into the slum house his mom found, and they hated it there, but it was the only thing that they could get on short notice. And from what I heard, they still live there. I hope they have a good time with each other, bullying and harassing themselves.
Sophia, can I ask you a favor? A favor? At the lunch meeting today, Sophia, you said you had a luxury car. Oh yeah, we talked about that. I thought you said it was a Porsche. Yes, that's true. So, what favor? I've always wanted to drive a Porsche. But you don't drive much, do you, Emma? Not really, but a luxury car is kind of exciting, isn't it? Driving around in a luxury car. I feel like a celebrity. So, when you're not using the car, I'd like to borrow your Porsche. Would that be okay? I'm afraid I can't lend you my car. Why not? I'm not asking you to give it to me. I don't want it to get scratched. I don't want anyone else to drive that car either. I've never let anyone but my husband drive it. Let's work on that. I'm sorry, but I don't think I can. But why? Sophia, you hardly use the car on weekdays, right? I think you said you take the train to work. So what? If it's a weekday, you probably don't have to use it. So why not lend it to me? I don't think so. It's a valuable car. I don't want it scratched or anything. I saved up a lot of money to buy this car. Well, a Porsche. Not many people can afford a Porsche. You work hard. Hey, career woman. I'm not going to lend you a Porsche even if it's a compliment. And Emma, I remember that you once said you drove your car into a guardrail and wrecked it. Come to think of it, did that happen to me? Oh, the car was wrecked, but I wasn't harmed. Isn't that amazing? There's nothing amazing about it. I wouldn't lend my precious car to someone who's going to cause an accident. I'm sorry, but give up. Oh, come on. Let me borrow it for a little bit. You really don't want to lend it to me? To be honest, I don't want to lend it to you, Emma. It's too late if something happens to it. And if you get hurt, I'll be responsible for it too. That's why I said, don't worry about it. It's a luxury car, so I'll drive safely. Even if it's a regular car, I'm just saying you should drive safely. Can I borrow your car, please? I thought I could borrow Sophia's car. I've already made travel plans. What? What are you doing? Because I really wanted to drive a Porsche. I've always dreamt of traveling around the sights in a Porsche. I'm sure everyone would pay attention. I'm looking forward to it. And anyway, I can't lend you my car. If you want to drive a Porsche, why don't you go to a luxury car rental store and try renting one? But it would cost too much money. I can't lend you my car no matter how many times you ask. Enough! This conversation is over. I heard that. You and your husband are going on a vacation? Yeah, but what does that have to do with you? Don't talk cold to me like that. I'm just confirming your plans. What time are you leaving for your trip? I'm planning on leaving at 9 a.m. Oh, okay. By the way, what are you planning to travel with? You mean transportation? Yes. It's hard going around by car, so we're going to take the bullet train this time. Really? Why do you sound so happy? Don't mind me. When are you going on your trip? We're going for 3 days and 2 nights starting on the 3rd of next month. You're asking me so many details. Don't worry about it. I was just thinking that I'd like to take a trip too. I just thought I'd ask for reference. Asking what time are we going and how long we'll be gone, I don't think it's going to help you. It's okay. Now I can start planning my trip again. Yeah, by the way, you said that the other day you were planning a trip. I'm so looking forward to driving a luxury car. Huh? A luxury car? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Well, I'll call you later. Hello, Sophia? I owe you an apology. What? What happened? The blue luxury car crashed into a steel pole. I crashed it. I'm sorry. The front of the car is a mess. I don't have any money, so I can't afford the repairs. My car is white. What? It was parked in front of your house. Whose car are you driving? What? Isn't this Sophia's car? I drive a white Porsche. What kind of car is it, by the way? A Porsche, of course. Did it have a stuffed rabbit in the backseat of the car? Yeah. Do you know someone who has a car like that? If I'm not mistaken, I think it belongs to my sister and her husband. What? My sister and her husband like to drive around. They stop by my house whenever they can, and they drive a blue Porsche. I'm almost certain that car belongs to them. I thought it might be your car. Anyway, I'll call my sister. I knew the car belonged to my sister. My sister and her husband, they were so surprised to see the car was gone when they came back. But I didn't see anyone nearby who looked like your sister. I think she must have been in the house. She has a duplicate key. She had something she wanted to give us, so she went inside. You must have stolen her car while she was inside the house. She was going to go back to the car right away, so she left the door unlocked. So, that's what happened. Come to think of it, you had never actually seen my car. No, I haven't. But when I went to your house earlier, I didn't see a white Porsche. Well, on the days that I don't use my car, I park it in the shuttered garage, at the back of the house. I'm afraid it might get stolen. Oh, that's what it is. I should have done my homework. That's not the point, is it? You said earlier you messed up the car, right? Did you get hurt? I'm fine. He's fine. We're okay. That's why we're on the phone like this. You mean you're with your husband? I thought your husband works on Saturdays. He is not my husband. He's my boyfriend. My husband will not be home from work until tomorrow, so it's a good thing he's not home. What? Does that mean you're cheating on him? I'm not cheating. I'm serious. Well, that's not important right now. My sister says she'll never forgive you, so be prepared. Prepared for what? You're not going to turn me into the police, are you? Of course she's going to turn you in. She knows who did it. She's going to file a police report now. What? A damage report? Of course. You stole someone's car without permission and caused an accident. But I didn't mean to cause the accident. Even if you say so, you have to take responsibility. You caused the accident, didn't you? You should call the police right away, right? I don't want to. If I call the police, it's gonna be a big deal, and my husband will find out that I'm having an affair. You brought this on yourself, right? Please, can you ask your sister to cut me some slack? Can't you ask her? What do you mean? Not to turn you into the police? Of course. If I get arrested, it'll ruin my life. It would affect everything, and my kids could get in trouble too. I feel sorry for your kids. Right? That's why you shouldn't report it. I feel really sorry for your kids that they have a mother like you. What do you mean? Taking an illicit trip in someone else's car? It's not normal, is it? That's why I'm sorry. I didn't think it was your sister's car. The way you said it, you thought if it was my car, you'd get away with it? Well, we're mom friends. I don't care for friends. I would have treated you the same way my sister would. I asked from another friend. I got your husband's contact information. I'll explain the situation. Wait a minute! Please, don't call my husband! He had nothing to do with this. It's his wife's fault, so he should be involved with it. Okay, we'll discuss the details later. Sophia, I have a favor to ask. Will you listen to me? What? I don't have any plans of contacting you again, Emma. Don't say that! I just need you to listen to me. I don't have time for you, Emma, so make it quick. My husband and I are getting a divorce. I know. He's told me all about it. It's all over the news among moms, too. Oh no! It's already gone viral? Well, I mean, after what he did to you, and where the accident happened was in the neighborhood. I heard some of your friends actually pass by. I didn't know that! So you're saying it's spreading around that I'm cheating on my husband? Of course. You're the stupid jerk who takes her affair in someone else's car. That's what they call you. You don't have to call me stupid. You're all a bunch of assholes. But they didn't say anything wrong, did they? And the affair was with a married man, right? That's right, and his wife is suing us for alimony. I'm in a lot of trouble. They're splitting up, too. But he said he doesn't want to marry me. Don't you think that's terrible? I'm sure he doesn't want to go into debt with you. Yeah, he said I'm on my own with the car, that I should do something about it myself. He had a Porsche, too. He's the only one who can afford it. Don't you think that's terrible? Well, I mean, he's a human being, but I think Emma's just as much of an asshole as he is. I don't think you can blame him. That's terrible. I mean, we're mom friends. Have a little sympathy. I'm going through a divorce. I'm almost certain I'll end up in so much debt. It can't be helped. You brought all of this on yourself. There's no one to hate but yourself. Well then, I guess we have nothing more to talk about. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hey, wait! Don't try to end the conversation. You don't want to talk to me that badly? Definitely. I don't want to have anything to do with someone who's causing trouble to my family. That's terrible! If you say anything else, I'm gonna beat the shit out of your Porsche. I'll do it. Huh? Are you serious? Because you're not gonna help me. Why should I help you, Emma? I think you should apologize first. You weren't harmed in any way, right? I don't have to apologize to you, Sophia. From the looks of you, you're not sorry at all. Sorry? The fact is that I want you, Sophia, to apologize to me. What kind of nonsense are you talking? You know what? Now I'm getting angry too. I'm the one who wants to be angry. Sophia, just because you don't like me, you set me up, didn't you? You purposely made me target your sister's car to ruin my life. You've been planning this for a while, haven't you? And why would I do that? I mean, if I had something special against you, Emma, I don't even care about you. We weren't even close. I didn't care about you, to be frank. And the way you say it is kind of aggravating. It's as if I'm not taken seriously, as if I'm not good enough for you. We weren't even close enough to have dinner together. Even our kids don't have any near relationship. Well, yeah, but... You took the car of someone who you weren't even close with you in the beginning, and then, without even apologizing, you put the blame on me. That's beyond insane. I didn't call you to tell you this. This talk got out of the topic, though. So, what did you want? About the fees and the repairs? I can't afford to pay that kind of money. Even if you say you can't pay for it, you stole the car and damaged it. You have to take responsibility. But your sister, she and her husband own a business together, right? Yes, but what does that have to do with anything? She must make a lot of money, right? Why go to the trouble of squeezing money out of poor people? That's not what this is about, is it? Even if my sister could afford it, that doesn't mean you don't have to pay. I'm divorced from my husband. My husband and the other man's wife, they're all asking for alimony. Even if I ask my parents for help, I don't think they can come up with nearly 10 million. So you'll have to borrow money. And my sister didn't ask for a lump sum payment. I think you'll have to work hard to pay for it. Even so, 10 million is a lot of money. How do you make that kind of money? I don't know. I'd say at least $1 million. At least $1 million to cover the fees and repairs. I'm sure I can come up with something like that. I think I can come up with that. You've got to be kidding me. You can't fix anything with $1 million. But your sister can afford a Porsche. She can afford a Porsche in no time, right? I looked into your sister's company. They seem to be very profitable. The car was a memory for my sister and her husband. When they started their own business and made it a success, it was the first luxury car they ever bought. So you're saying they had other cars? Yes, they actually do. but that Porsche was their favorite car. So why don't you just sell the other car and buy the same car? You are such a buzzkill. You're driving me crazy just talking to you. I'm just trying to make ends meet. If this continues, I'm not paying for anything. Tell your sister that. I will. Then let's take this to court. What? My sister said she felt sorry for you. She said we can split the fee and the repairs, but now she wants it all, in one lump sum. No. I really can't afford it all at once. So you're asking me to sell my guts? Well, we'll just have to scrape together the money somehow, won't we? You said something about taking the case to court. What do you mean? You're not going to take me to court, are you? If you don't want to pay us, she says she's going to trial, without mercy. You may not have known this. My sister has a lawyer friend. In case anything happens, she can call that friend anytime. A lawyer friend? She's a very good lawyer. If they sue, I think you're going to lose. You're the only one who's at fault. Oh no! And if you lose in court, Emma's going to have to pay for the trial. Do you know what that means? That means more money? That's what it means. I'm glad to see that even you understand. I don't want to have to pay any more money. Right? Then I suggest you take responsibility and pay them back. My sister says they won't give you any more chances. No, please. Is there anything you can do about this? I think you should apologize first. Emma, you tried to drive around in my car, and even if it wasn't my car that you took, even if you didn't do me any harm, you still owe me an apology. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this. This whole thing was my fault, and I'm very sorry. If you feel even a little bad, that's a relief. From now on, don't ever do anything that might cause trouble for others. Of course, I understand. I'm very sorry for what I did this time. Well, now that I've heard your words of remorse, I'm really going to leave now. What? I thought you were going to help me. I don't think anyone said anything about helping you. You lied to me. You enjoy setting me up like that, don't you? From the look of you, I'd say you're not sorry. That's not what I meant. People like Emma need to see the pain. Well, I'm sure you'll have a tough time. I hope you'll be able to live strongly on your own. Wait a minute! Sophia? After this, Emma's line was blocked. The fee and the repairs that her sister and her husband demanded, somehow they managed to collect it all in one lump sum. She must have borrowed money somewhere. Abandoned by her family, Emma moved into a shabby apartment and spent her days paying off her debts. And her children hate her completely. She is not allowed to see her children. By the way, my sister's car? It took a long time, but the repairs were completed. It came back cleaner than before. My sister also said she will take more security measures than ever before. At any rate, my sister's precious car is back to normal. I feel relieved. Hey, Mia! You're supposed to take out the garbage on time. Oh, I'm sorry, Isabella, but I was on time, wasn't I? No excuses. Your garbage is the only thing that wasn't picked up. That means it wasn't taken out on time, right? Is that so? Why just my garbage? Well, because I moved your trash out of the dumpster. What? Why did you do that? It's not my fault then. It was your fault. My fault? It's your fault that you didn't see to it. It's your fault for not watching to see if the trash was taken properly. I left your garbage out in front of your house. What? What are you doing? It's insane to leave your garbage outside of pickup day. I'm just being a bossy mom and enforcing the rules. Isn't it disrespectful to those who follow the rules? That may be true, but it's your fault that the trash wasn't picked up. What? Are you trying to get in my face? I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Since when are you the boss mom? You're the one I didn't like before. Just because your husband is going to get ahead of my husband, you're getting carried away, aren't you? Who told you that? My husband told me. You're on a roll. I'm not. I'm just saying. We try not to talk about our business. That's the rule. I'm the boss mom, so I'm allowed to break a few rules. I don't get it. I have to pick up the trash in front of my house, and I have some cleaning to do, so if you'll excuse me. Hey, Isabella, everyone in the company housing is ignoring me. What? So what? What do you want to tell me about it? Well, I thought you might know something. Well, let me tell you something. I told everyone to ignore you. I knew it. Why would you do that? Why would I do that? Because you piss me off. I can't stand the idea that you're going to get ahead of my husband. I don't care what you say. It's not my fault. So, you're saying it's my husband's fault? Well, he's not the most efficient man in the world, but as long as I'm the boss mom, I can't stand the thought of anyone else surpassing me. I don't know why you're so angry. As long as we can all get along and live in peace, that's all that matters. No, you can't. It's like I can't live without mounting you. It feels so good to look down on people. You have a good personality. Don't give me compliments like that. I didn't mean it as a compliment. Anyway, please don't ignore me if you can help it. I miss you because no one says hello back. You don't have any friends. Oh, you poor thing. No, you did this to me. Anyway, please don't do it. I won't stop. Not just you. I'm gonna make them ignore your daughter Emily too. Oh, you're gonna hurt my daughter? Why wouldn't I? You offended the boss mama, and that's a felony. I'm gonna beat the living shit out of you. I'll beat you to a pulp. Please don't do that. My daughter had nothing to do with this. Well, you don't have to be so angry. When they grow up, they'll ignore you or something. Think of it as a rehearsal. I'm not going to let you get away with that. If you do anything to my daughter, I won't forgive you. I don't know what you're getting at. Okay, I'm the boss and you're the bitch. As long as there's a difference between us, I won't allow you to disobey me. I won't allow you to disobey me at all. So you're the boss mom and I'm the slacker mom. No, that's not it. That's my line. I'll protect my daughter. I wonder how long you'll be able to keep up that kind of petulant talk. How's life, Mia, when you and your daughter are ignored? Are you enjoying it? Isabella, are you home? Yeah. What? What's the rush? Of course I'm upset. You didn't hear anything? I don't know what's going on. Why don't you just tell me? Your husband embezzled from the company. What? Embezzling? I heard it was as much as 2 million yen. I heard he didn't come to work today. What? My husband wore a suit to work today. If you just look at the situation, I think he ran away because he was about to be caught embezzling. Don't talk nonsense. Anyone but my husband wouldn't do such a thing. Why don't you try contacting him? I'm trying right now, but he can't be reached. He's not returning my calls. Isabella, this is totally a black and white thing. You've got to be kidding me. You're right. My husband's not the most efficient man in the world. But he's so bad at being on point that he's embezzling? What kind of nonsense is this? Think about how people feel. That's what I'm saying. Isabella, you've never considered my feelings. You've been ignoring my family. That's because it feels good to mount up. I'm glad you're being so professionally honest. But because you usually look down on people, that's why people don't feel sorry for you. That doesn't matter now. That's right. You should find your husband too. Why? What do you mean, why? That's what company housing associates do. Let me tell you something. I don't consider you a company housing associate, and neither do any of the other moms. Huh? I don't talk to them because they ignore me. I heard a couple of moms in the hallway talking about how you're so bossy and annoying. They said that? What moms? I'm gonna make them my next target. I'm sure that's not what you should worry about right now. If you don't find your husband, you're gonna have to pay 2 million in exchange. Is that so? I don't think you are legally responsible, but if he ran away, you could be asked to pay. Oh no! What do we do? Well, you're gonna have to find your husband somehow. And since it's come to this, you won't be able to live in company housing anymore. No way! My mountaintop area is... What do you mean, mountaintop area? Well, it's a family member of a criminal. The company won't let you live here any longer. It's highly unlikely that they'll let you stay here any longer. I don't know what to do! I didn't do anything! I don't know what's gotten into him! Well, it's not your fault for embezzling. You did some bad things, and this is how you're being punished. Is that right? Damnation! I just ignored you and your family, and now I have to leave. That's too much. Well, maybe too much, but your husband is missing. I don't think it can be helped. Oh, please, Mia. I don't care if you have to pay for company housing. If they ask for their money back, I want you to pay it with me. I don't want to. Don't be so quick to say no. Think about it. There's no reason for me to pay for it. I don't want you to stay in the company housing any longer. You can't say that. We've come this far together. We don't live together. We just live in the same building. Don't say it like that. Mia, you're getting a little bossy, aren't you? I mean, if you think about it, I don't think there's any reason to be nervous about Isabella in this situation. You've been harassing me for a while now. I'm going to take a big attitude, too. I'll let you off the hook with that. If you can't pay me back, find my husband. I won't do that either. It's none of my business. How cold can you be, Mia? I'm asking you to do this. You know what? It's true that you're in this situation. I sympathize. If it were up to me, I could help you out a little. Wouldn't you? But you have done so much. You've done nothing but bother other moms. You've taken the trash out of my house and put it in front of my house. You make all the moms ignore me. That's because I wanted to mount up. Because of that nonsense, your reputation was ruined. So when you need help like this, no one will help you. Wait a minute! But don't you think you should help me with this? I mean, I didn't do anything. I could be paying a lot of money for something I didn't do. I could lose my house. I said I sympathize with you, but I'm not going to help you. If you want to hate me for what I've done. You heartless bastard! People are asking you for help and you won't give it? Are you still human? Is this a reverse cut? You're too proud to apologize. I understand. Then go and ruin yourself. Watch me! I'll find my husband for sure. I'll make him pay. I'll find some place for him to live. I'll come back and harass you again. Yeah. You can howl all you want. Well, that's just like Isabella. Don't get all high and mighty on me. I'll get even with you someday, I promise. Isabella's someday never came. In the end, her husband was never found. As a result of the trial, Isabella had to pay the embezzled 2 million yen. Isabella lost her house and had to pay back a lot of money. She lives in a shabby apartment and works day and night. She was supposed to be a bossy mother, but she had fallen down a peg or two. I never thought that she would have to live her life in one fell swoop. I feel sorry for her, as if she had to bear all the misfortune in her life. As for me, my husband has successfully got promoted. I was able to have a comfortable life, and the moms who were just taking orders from Isabella, after that, they started to treat me properly. No one ignores me, no one harasses me. I can live my life in peace.